It's Sunday night and it's Italian night as always here at our house. And tonight we are doing I'm doing chicken parmesan. And I'm going to show you how I do it. I have 4 just boneless chicken breasts that I'm going to put in a Ziploc baggie. I just put 1 in, and I don't seal it. And I'm going to pound it thin. Not too thin, but they're so thick, I just think they cook a lot nicer if they're a little thinner. I'm just going to pound it out. There. And then you'll just do the rest of them. But it comes out much thinner than as you can see, than when it started. So I think it cooks nicer and more evenly that way. And I will finish these and then I'll show you the next one. Okay, I have Italian breadcrumbs in this pan, and I have mixed about 3 tablespoons of flour, and I put a little salt in here. I just use the Publix Italian breadcrumbs. You can use panko breadcrumbs, you can use any kind of homemade breadcrumbs, any kind of breadcrumb you want to use. And I've just taken a piece of the chicken and I've dipped it in a bit of an egg wash. It's just 1 beaten egg with a tablespoon of milk. And then I'm just going to shake that off and toss it in my breadcrumbs. And just kind of pat it. I like to pat it down, make sure it gets it good all over. And I'm just going to continue to do the rest of these, and then I'll show you how we're going to brown them in a little olive oil and a little butter.
Go ahead.
Okay, I've got all my chicken breaded, and I have it here in a skillet with some olive oil, and I used about maybe a little over a tablespoon and a half of butter, and we're just going to brown it in here until good and brown. You really don't want it to cook all the way because it's going to cook again when we put it in the oven. And I'm going to have to do these in batches because some of this chicken's just too big. But I will brown it in the olive oil until brown. About 10 minutes maybe.
I'm going to do some green beans tonight, and what I did was I just took some green beans, I put a little water in here and let them soak just a little bit, and then I added a little marinade. It was olive oil and some Worcestershire sauce and some hot sauce, okay? I'm just having that marinade. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to sprinkle a little heat on them, if you will. And that heat's going to be some red pepper, some black pepper, a little Mrs. Dash table blend, and just a pinch of curry. So I'm just going to sprinkle that on here. And the next step will really be kind of what I do with those. And I think what I'm probably going to do with those is I'm going to put them up on the grill and grill them just to see how that works out. So we'll see how it works out. Okay, I've got a grill pan here that I'm going to grill these on. And all I'm doing right now is just taking these marinated green beans. I'm just putting them on the grill pan. I'm going to grill them until they're done, and then I'll show you when they're finished. It's that easy. Those are the beans, and they're grilling on the grill pan, and they're doing pretty good. I've never done this before, so we'll see how they turn out. I'm getting ready to move them around and kind of put the lid back down and see how it works out. Alright, so what you have there is the grilled fresh green beans, and that's the asparagus spears, which are real small. Got them on a little silver platter to serve, and I'll tell you how they come out.
Alright, the chicken is all done. I drained it on a rack with a paper towel in a pan. That way it doesn't get soggy. I think if you drain them on paper towels, it just gets soggy. This way it just stays kind of crispy all over. But I've got my baking dish here, and I have put in just enough sauce to cover the bottom. And now I'm going to place the chicken in my casserole. I need a bigger dish. No, it'll be
Sneak
just
it in
fine.
there.
Oh, it will be fine. That one's got to turn a little. There we go. Stick that one in right there. Okay, I've got my chicken in now, and I'm going to put sauce, just a little, on each piece of chicken. And this is my little marinara, but you can use store-bought. You can make your own. Use any kind of sauce you want. And one thing that's nice about this is you can go ahead and do your chicken ahead of time and then put it together later before your company comes, and then just put it in the oven. You don't want to make it too far in advance, but because if it sat in the sauce it would get soggy. But if you have everything ready, then you can just put it together and put it in the oven. Alright, now I'm going to take a slice of mozzarella cheese and place a slice on each piece of chicken. And this is just regular sliced mozzarella cheese. Alright. Now I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. Now remember, your chicken wasn't fully cooked. We just browned it, so it's going to finish cooking in the oven. So we'll pull it out in 30 minutes and see what it looks like. Alright, we're all done. The chicken's out of the oven and it's on the plate. I've put it on top of some angel hair pasta with a little marinara. And there's my dish. And then there's your dish, Tracy.
And what I did was just some green beans and a little asparagus, and just to kind of make it a little bit more low carb. So, bon appetit!